I have absolutely been enjoying the upgrade from my JVC NX7 to the new JVC NZ8. Now this is a laser projector, so I'm getting 20,000 hours on the laser, which is super cool. And the other big thing that I'm really enjoying is the additional brightness of this projector on my 150-inch diagonal screen. Now just today, I walked through step by step through Audio Advice's recommended settings for the NZ8. Now what's interesting is Audio Advice provides for all their customers a setup guide. We're talking installation, dialing in your projector, and recommended settings that they have found that work well in the hundreds and even thousands of installations that they've done for their clients. So I walked through this long document that had all different types of settings. We went deep inside the menu, made some adjustments. And so in this video, I just wanted to share my thoughts on the before and after, and even show some side-by-side footage of the factory settings versus the Audio Advice settings. So the first thing I noticed after I dialed in the settings that they recommended is the image is slightly darker. But one thing that it has allowed that to do is it now seems to have a lot more contrast. So in the side-by-side comparison that I'll show you in just a moment, take a look especially in the areas of like the clouds. You'll definitely see much more contrast there. The darker areas will appear darker, and you've got more separation between those light areas, the white areas in the clouds, and then those gray areas. Same thing is true for anytime there are rocks. You'll see a lot more definition and detail in the Audio Advice settings versus the factory default settings. Another thing that I noticed, the factory default settings, although they look really nice, even just out of the box, the one thing I saw was the whites seem to be just a little bit blown out, like they're too white, and so you're losing some of the detail. And what's great, walking through those settings from Audio Advice, it brought back a lot of that detail. So overall, I'm really enjoying the NZ8 in my setup, and I love the additional brightness that it brings. Now, I'm not a videophile, and so one thing I want to see too is Ryan Charpentier. He's my business partner and co-founder of M-Wave. He's going to be down this week over in Orlando for the Orlando Tech Summit. So I'm going to go over there and hang out, check that out like I did last year. After we're finished, we're coming back to my house, probably cook some pizza, some homemade pizza on the Unikuru, and then we're going to hang out in the theater room and we're going to dial it in even further. He's got some high-end video calibration software, and so we're going to dial it in and professionally calibrate it. He'll probably take some measurements to see like what kind of nits are we getting on, you know, the projector, so, and do that professionally, because I've just got just a cheap little a light meter that I picked up on Amazon. But that'll be interesting. We'll probably make some content on that as well. But I just want to show you some side-by-side comparisons. Let me know down in the comments, what are you seeing? What differences do you see between the stock default settings from JVC versus the recommended settings from Audio Advice?